It's out of character.
Hello, and welcome to the Patreon exclusive for the Out of Character podcast. I appreciate your $5 and thank you for being here. And I appreciate your time because I know one of the most valuable things we have in life is time. How was your guys' day? Let me tell you how mine was. Basically, I went shopping today, and if you're from Toronto, you know that there are two. Oh wait, I guess I should address the elephant in the room right now. Yes, I look a little bit different. There's some changes in my appearance, as you can see. Basically, what happened was, you might not know, maybe you do know him. There's this famous doctor, DrKim. He DM'd me and he was like, hey, I want to sponsor you like really badly. I want to provide for you. I want to be there for you. And I said yes. When DrKim asks you, hey, I want to be there for you, I want to provide for you, you don't say no. You would have to be an imbecile to say no, okay? An ignoramus, as I like to say. But anyways, that's the difference in appearance today. So it'll be back to normal next week. I know last week it was different. It was really quick. My hair grew out, so that's a good to know. The healing was really quick. Thank you, DrKim. I love you, DrKim. Save me, DrKim. I'll be back to normal next week because it's only temporary, unfortunately. I also got a lobotomy, so if I act or behave any differently, it's because of that. But yeah, let's get into it. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yes. So if you're from Toronto, you know that there is two places people like, the cool people like to go to shop: Kensington Market and Queen Street West. Kensington Market, never go there. Never go there. The first time I went there, I was so excited because all I heard was all these good things about vintage stores this, vintage stores that. Okay, maybe there's like one or two good vintage stores there, but the rest are all those like overpriced, like $50 t-shirt streetwear stores, and the shirts aren't even like those like they're, I wouldn't wear that. It's a plain white tee with a little C symbol on the side. What brand is it? Carhartt, Chanel? I don't know. It just says C. And you're charging me $50 for it because it's a single stitch or what the I don't, I'm not gonna pay $50 and it's a duplicate. You're telling me it's dead stock, but I see the same thing in the second store I went to. So don't lie to me. I don't like liars. I would rather spend $50 on a shirt that says I'd rather be gaming. That shirt has purpose. It tells people I would rather be somewhere else than here. It's passive aggressive. I don't have to communicate to people. You understand? I hope you understand. Yes, I'm talking faster than my usual snail pace of talking, but that's because the lobotomy did wonders on my brain. Thank you, DrKim. Thank you, DrKim. Anyways, yeah, I went to Queen Street West. I went to the Value Village boutique. I bought some stuff. I didn't have time because I went kind of late and they were closing. And you know what? It is a race there. There's like three types of people that shop there. There's Depop resellers, there's normal people like me, probably like yourselves. Some of you are freaks, but that's okay. And like 40-year-old women, 40 plus year old women, most of them white women, I noticed, but you know, there was a couple breaking the expectations of society over there. Anyways, so yeah, it's kind of like it's like every time I go in there, I'm like, am I even gonna find anything? I feel like this place has already been completely ran through. What was that though? Okay, anyways, but yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna find anything. It feels like I'm wasting my time, but I did find some stuff. It was really fun. After that, I actually walked into a random store. I don't remember the store, but in big bold letters on the front on the door, it said 11 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. I didn't see that. It was 7 p.m. I walked in. I basically broke in. First of all, why is your door not locked? Huh? If you close at 6:30 p.m., you should lock your door because I didn't see that. And you know, there's a lot of people like me. What if I had difficulty seeing, and I do, out of my right eyeball? Yes, my right eyeball. Okay, anyways, and then the lady was like, we're closed, and I was like, Ooh, sorry. But you know what? You're also lucky because what if I was a bad person? Exactly. Lock your doors. That was a lesson for them, not for me to read stuff. It was for them that they have to lock their doors. What if I was there to steal stuff? Huh? Everything in your store would have been gone. Because if I was a thief, I'd be a really good one. But I'm not. I'm a nice person. I'm a kind Samaritan, and I wouldn't do anything like that. So I left and I said, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll come back another time. I'm not coming back another time. You kicked me out of your store. I'm just kidding. But anyways, then after that, I took the bus back home. Yes, I take the bus. I know I have a car. It's in the repair shop, guys. Now, I was supposed to go on vacation with Martin and Mandy, but actually, let me tell you what happened. We got to the airport and we were about to go through TSA. Lo and behold, you guys won't believe who showed up. Donald Trump. Donald Trump and Melania Trump together. They were like, and Donald Trump was like, hold on, you can't leave the country. And I was like, but Donald Trump, why? You already deported me from America. You don't even have jurisdiction in Toronto. He was like, I have international jurisdiction because I own Trump Towers. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot that you own Trump Towers. And he was like, you can't leave because I remember you did a donation for homeless people and the homeless people in Toronto need you. And in Norway, that's where I was going, I think. They don't have homeless people because they have a better government than in Toronto. So you have to stay here. You have to help them. And I was like, you know what, Donald Trump, you're right. Thank you, Donald Trump. And thank you, DrKim. And there will be a Donald Trump, DrKim fanfiction out there somewhere, and I will be reading it, inshallah, tonight. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's why I'm not with them, and that's why they're probably having fun doing whatever they do. And that's also why I look a little different. Lots of things going on. My life is really busy and it's really interesting. You know what else is interesting? National days. I was thinking about it the other day. Every day there's like a national holiday, right? And I wonder what the national holiday, and I don't understand, like every single day there's a national holiday, but how come we know about some of them more than we know about others? I know about National Girlfriend Day. I don't know about National Pretzel Day. That's today, guys. I found that out. I'm actually gonna pull out the list of the other national holidays, and I'm pulling it out on my iPad because I'm using my phone to record and I don't have a camera, and that's because of my lobotomy. Don't ask me any questions. Okay, National Pretzel Day, I said that. Alien Day. Oh my God, guys, I have a really bad perception of aliens, and let me tell you why. Basically, Instagram Reels. What the hell? My Instagram Reels used to be perfect. It was that fit checks, people giving, serving as they should. And then one day I have a friend, and this friend sends me her Reels as a joke, and I'm like, why the hell are you showing me this? It's awful. I don't know what happened, like the algorithm started picking up the Reels because they were really bad, like they were awful. They started picking up her Reels and started recommending me similar things. There's only 2 things on my Reels now. Book talk, like deep book talk. I'm not talking like Kafka, Secret History, Sylvia Plath. I'm talking like Tentacle Monster. Oh, my jaw just popped. And then I get really Catholic Christian TikToks. I'm not Catholic or Christian, but I get like a lot of them about Catholicism and Christianity, and it's all like, take me to church, and then the girl will stop and be like, but actually do take me to church. Or it'll be like, last night I saw Jesus and you can too. And there was one really funny one, I really remember it. Someone was like, it was like this girl was trust falling, and then she was like, she let the girl fall, and then she was like, don't put your trust in people, put your trust in Jesus. That one was really good. That one almost got me. But aliens, yeah, let's just say I've seen awful, like, the thing is, I open Reels and I forget, like, I forgot that my Reels are bad now. So I open it and I forget what I'm gonna see, and I'm like, please, this is like peak brain rot. Like this is what, like, skippity toilet, like, what? I can't believe I just said that. That's not even the surface level of it. This, bikers falling from roofs, aliens have been ruined for me. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys now, never have a friend who has awful reels, never open them, don't like them, don't interact with them. If you have good Instagram reels right now, savor it, because it's not always going to be that way. But anyways, what other national days is it? Get Organized Day. My room is so clean. It's so clean. It's so clean. Anyways, Hug an Australian Day. You guys don't know, but I got a really good Australian accent, and it's because I watched that show Okay, I'm gonna stop because it was actually gonna get really bad. It's because I watched Heartbreak High on Netflix. It's really, some of the song choices are awful, like that "Oh No." What? Like, you can tell they made it during a certain era of TikTok that was trending, and you can tell that who their target audience was, and I get it, but because the show comes out later, the song, like, that's the thing about TikTok, the song will trend for 3 days and it's done. Like, you can't make trending songs into your movies or your TV shows because you're releasing that TV show months later. By then it's by then people have moved on, and hearing it gives them bad memories and bad trauma about that time. And because people change really quickly, that time a few months ago was probably really awful, and their time right now is probably amazing. So why would you even do that? But anyways, you have to pick timeless pieces. Mitski, I Bet on Losing Dogs. My Little Dark Age, MGMT. Is that who made it? I don't remember, but that song never gets old. I hear like every single year there's a new trend on TikTok with that song, so you could use that one, you know. But Oh No, huh? Was it, what did they play? Delhi by Ice Spice? Okay, that song will never get old actually. So okay, whatever. National Gabriel Day. I don't know any Gabriels, but if your name is Gabriel, and it's National Jason Day, and if your name is Jason Gabriel, today's your day. Anyways, okay, a lot of these national days. World Women's Wellness Day. Women, do you guys know that TikTok trend? And it's like, would you rather be stuck in the forest with a bear or with a man? The way it's going over the head of so many men is ridiculous to me. What do you mean? They're like, you guys haven't seen nature documentaries. You don't know what a grizzly bear would do to you. Do you guys know what a bear would do to you? I don't think you're prepared to see what a bear would do to you. Do you know what a man would do to you? I would rather be mauled to death by a bear. Okay, now everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's so insensitive to people who are actually mauled to death by a bear. Listen to this, okay? This guy, he went on TikTok. He was like, guys, my mom was mauled by a bear. He was like, my mom was mauled by a bear. Like, you guys don't even know what you're saying. You should read her Reddit Ask Me Anything. It's super informative. Like, she wrote a whole book, and I would rather my mom be in the forest with a bear than with a man. Some girl actually read it, the Ask Me Anything, and they were like, oh, so can you explain this? Somebody asked your mom the same question 11 years ago. Was it worse to be in a forest with a bear or a man? And you know what she responded? She was like, I brought pepper spray for who I would encounter, not what I might encounter. And I was like, damn. Okay, maybe she didn't say it like that, but it was really similar. And I was like, damn, that's insane. Melania Trump's birthday. What was the thing I saw where Melania Trump was like smiling when Donald Trump lost the election? I know everyone thinks Donald Trump started the insurrection. It was Melania Trump. I'm not an idiot. Wait, we're kind of twinning with the hair. Okay, today's episode is going to be cut a little short, so I'm actually going to hop into advice right away, and that's just because I have to do the aftercare for the surgery just to make sure that nothing bad happens to me or I don't get any infections. Dr. Kim gave me a really long, loving list about what I should do, and then he left a little message at the end, like, take care of yourself, baby, and I don't know what that means, but I have to listen to him so that it doesn't get ruined. Yeah, let's move on to advice. Hey, remember 3 months ago when you saved my newborn infant from a house fire and fought off multiple vigilantes? Well, actually, he grew up right now and he has 14 Nobel Peace Prizes and he just solves cancer. And also his dad, and I'm a really handsome man, and I just left my wife and I would like to be with you. Post Dr. Kim Hamza the Fantastic. I love you, I want to marry you, and we want to provide for you for the rest of your life $1 million. Would you take it? We love you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I do remember that actually. Was it 3 months ago? Time flies so quickly. But actually I'm trying to be a little more humble. So keep the money and talk to your wife. There's not enough love in this world to go around. Next. How to stop seeing the worst in men and being physically repulsed by them. Happy Lesbian Visibility Week. You're seen. You're finally seen, all my lesbians. But yeah, I think that's the word for that, because physically repulsed by men, I saw a TikTok and the girl was like, me wondering why I'm so physically repulsed by men all the time, and then like 2 years later, oh, I'm a lesbian. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense actually. Ask yourself these questions. Do you listen to Chappell Roan? When you listen to Chappell Roan, do you feel different? Do you relate to the lyrics? Do you start to cry? Do you have nighttime scenarios of you reenacting Chappell Roan's lyrics? If you said yes to any of those questions, you should check out that master doc made a couple years ago during COVID and see if you fit any of the requirements for that. I also said before, do you like to eat box? Do you see yourself in the near future eating box? If you said yes to any of those, then I hate to say it, but that's how you stop. You stop and you start, but with a different gender. But in all seriousness, like, how to stop seeing the worst in men and being physically repulsed by them. I find, like, if you want to find someone that you think you can connect to, go to community, go to like clubs, do like classes of things that you enjoy, pottery, painting, whatever. Okay, film. Okay, find a film club. I don't know. Go to clubs like that. Meet people, like-minded people like you. Become friends with them. Let me tell you something that I've learned, not from personal experience because I have zero personal experience, but from others, the experience of others. I like to collect experiences and add it to my wisdom, to my noggin. But what I've learned is if you start talking to someone with the intention of, yeah, I want to be with you in the future, you and that person are gonna change who you are because you want to appeal to being more attractive to that person. You don't want to try to be their friend, and you don't want to get closer to them platonically, but you want to get closer to them romantically. And I find often, now this might not be the case for everyone, so don't take this as me painting everyone with one brush, but I'm saying most of the time that I've noticed, people who start off wanting to be in a relationship, they often end off poorly because they don't know as many things about the other person as they thought, and they don't hold that many similarities. Starting off wanting to be a friend, just looking for a friend, you'll find that often they last much longer. That's my advice to you. Good luck, and listen to Chappell Roan. That's the best advice I can give you. How to become more sexy and mysterious 5-minute craft. Okay, now this is the enemy of that girl on the subway who said, and she like loves pomegranates. Okay, I don't know why she was so like, okay, she read me to filth, but also, why was she being such a hater? Anyways, here's my advice. Go to your local library. I guarantee you it's gonna be empty because nobody wants to work anymore. Like, get off your ass and work. But anyways, go to your library, grab a couple books, 3 or 4, so you can carry them like against your chest or like here. Don't put them in a bag, okay? You have to carry them, and make sure they're really cryptic covers. Go out in public, walk around, look up at the gaps of sunlight, as Mitski once said, and she's never wrong. So go to the subway, ride on the subway, back and forth, same line. Yeah, you're doing nothing, but you're becoming mysterious. People are wondering, who are you? Why are you looking up at gaps of sunlight between your hands? This is what she meant, gaps of sunlight. Or maybe she meant it between the clouds. But anyways, they're gonna be like, wow, who is she? I want to know more about her. Why is she reading a book titled Secret History? Whose history? What's the secret? I want to know. Trust me, the appeal, the mysterious, the sexy, it's gonna become tenfold. Next. You have beautiful hair. Thank you very much. Actually, my hair used to be blue. This is post lobotomy Hamza, post DrKim Hamza talking. My hair used to be blue. I've always wanted to insert a picture. Anyways, my hair used to be blue, and then I just didn't take care of it properly, and it all washed out within like 3 months. And it's spring coming up, summer actually, and I really want my hair, I want to change my hair color again. So if you guys have any recommendations, please give me them, because I want them to be really, I just want something spring. The thing is, I've never done like bright green or bright red, or like I wanted to do dark purple for the fall, but I ended up doing the blue, right? But yeah, so I haven't done those, and I don't think I would do those, but other colors, give me your inspiration. I've done red. I did like the wine red, maroon red for like 3 years. I did that like 2020 split dye, like half black, half blonde. That was not good, guys. It did not, I don't know why I thought I ate. I was not eating. And then I did that blue. Okay, next. What's a singer you like that you think is not well known? Look at my Spotify. The link is in my bio. Me and my ex have been together since 8th grade, when we were 13 to 14, and recently broke up for good. We are 16, 17 now, and have been through a lot together. Mid-November of last year, he cheated on me by sending pics to another girl, who later ended up blackmailing him with the pictures. At first, I wanted to ignore and fix things because he seemed apologetic, but soon realized I couldn't cope with what he had done, so I ended it in December 2nd. But on Christmas, we ended up talking and basically got back together without the official label of being a couple. About a month or so ago, I started really thinking about our relationship, how he's treated me these past 2 years, and what my future could look like if I keep him in my life, and realized that it's best I just finally break up with him, but keep him as a friend. I'm not 100% sure why, not gonna lie. I did it a couple days ago and have been fine. I haven't been feeling regretful or anything, but he keeps texting me when he's high or drunk, saying how much he misses me and wishes he could be better and all that stuff, and I don't know, I feel bad, but also it's like, you had 2 years. I don't know how to tell him that I truly have no interest in trying to fix our romantic relationship. Oh my god, I hate men like this. I hate men like this. Whoa, I'm really out of character right now. But anyways, you know what you want to do. You have to think about yourself, and I guarantee you in the future you're gonna be so thankful that you're like, I'm so glad that I didn't like give up, or I didn't go back to this person. When you think of yourself in 10 years, is he in your life? If you say no, if you say I can't imagine him in my life in 10 years, then you have to tell him straight up, like, hey, leave me alone. I don't want to be with you. And he's gonna have to get his shit together. You're not, once you break up with him, and if you still want to be friends, then the thing is, again, I'm coming from someone who has no advice, not no advice, who has no experience, but you're not, after you break up with him, you are not responsible for how he behaves or who he is as a person. You weren't responsible for that when you were in a relationship with him, but even now, you're not responsible for giving him a long ass explanation about why you don't want to be with him anymore. You just have to you have to be honest with him, and you have to communicate properly, yes, but and this whole, I know you want to be friends with him, but if he's behaving this way now, you have to think, do you think he's going to want to be friends with you? Again, like I said, he's going to be friends with you, but he's not going to be friends. He's going to have that intention of wanting to be with you. You can't, it just doesn't work that way, I feel like. And I feel like in so many instances, this is how people end up falling into really bad, because I think people have this conception that there's if they're in a relationship, they're stuck in that. A lot of people I've noticed, especially when they've started dating someone from a really young age, and then they've been with them for a long time. You're still what are you, 17, 18? You're young, girl. Trust me. This is such a formative and special part of your life right now, and if you throw it all away, I've seen so many girls, especially when I was in my 12th grade of high school, and this is the age where you start you really start seriously thinking about your future, and I've seen so many of their lives genuinely ruined because of really bad relationships, and because of men who they felt bad for, or you take someone bad for feeling bad for them. That can never end well, okay? You don't know how to tell him that you have no interest in trying to fix our romantic relationship. if you've already told him, then there's no point in telling him again, and just block him. It's done, it's over. But if you haven't told him yet and you kind of want to sit him down and be serious about it, here's my thing. Again, you don't know how all men are, but if you really trust him and you think you can sit down with him over a cup of coffee, who am I, Rory Gilmore? But if you can genuinely sit down to him, have heart to heart, and be like, hey, like, this is how I feel. If he genuinely cares about you, he's gonna say, oh, I understand how you feel. But if he's selfish and he only cares about himself and his feelings, then he's gonna start fighting, and he's gonna be like, because you clearly are being so genuine about not wanting to be with him. And no, he didn't deserve that, being blackmailed with his pictures, but you're broken up with him. You have no responsibility to be the person in his life who's supposed to uplift him from the very ground up all the way to the, you don't have to hold hands with him throughout this. You can help him, you can give him resources to help himself. That doesn't make you a bad person for not wanting to like bring yourself back into his life. Don't ever feel guilty about that. You should definitely like the thing is, you don't even feel guilty about it, so I think you're already on the right track. You're definitely just gonna have to sit him down and be like, hey, like, this is how I feel, and maybe listen to how he feels, listen to his side of the story, and tell him how you think it'll be better for your future. And if he really cares about you, it would be best if he and you just parted ways. Exactly. Wow, that was really bad advice, and if any of it made sense, let me know. If none of it made sense, I'm sorry, but I got a lobotomy recently, so that's my best excuse. I'm also making less and less sense because it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning, and my sense of time is skewed because DrKim, actually, I'll be honest, DrKim, you ruined my eyesight. DrKim, I don't want you to provide for me anymore. I want a refund, DrKim. And I just realized I've been looking at myself and I've not been looking at the actual camera the entire time because I'm a narcissist. I can't do